All right, Coach, great way to start the second half of the season with a big win over our rival Kentucky.
It is. Rivalry game is going to be a tough one, and it's always going to be close, and they made it interesting there at the end. Fortunately, our bullpen was really good tonight. We made a lot of good plays on defense. We got some big hits, One day it's Oriente, and one day it's Britton, and many days it's Wyatt, but today it was Jake Snyder, and that's the reason we're having the success we're having, is a different guy steps up just about every game, and that gives you a chance.
Dan, you guys went down 2-0. Did you like the response from your kids?
No doubt. We talk about no judgment. Don't look at the scoreboard. Just play the game. It's going to happen. They're in this rivalry game, they got good players. They show up. They play hard. It's not easy. You can look at the scoreboard and some might think this game wasn't easy. We got too much respect for them. Good players. They're well coached. I just liked our consistency, our focus. You said it. We didn't panic when we gave up the 2 runs, and we came back and answered, and we put something together.
You did get quality outings from Zeke Pinkham and Drew Campbell today. Would you say your offense is great in the sense that anybody in your lineup can get a quality outing no matter where they are in the batting order?
Well, that's it. You said it. Pinkham, Campbell, and probably Campbell and Snyder were struggling the most. If you look at last week, just weren't real productive and didn't have a lot of quality at-bats, and then today they look locked in, and that just shows our depth. And it's a complete lineup with some good hitters that can come off the bench, and you just need, different guys got to step up.
And then Ethan Stringer was also 1-for-1 with 2 RBIs today as well.
Ethan had 2 huge at-bats, and the one thing Ethan's always done, he competes, especially against left-handed pitching. That's his strength, and now we're starting to see a lot more lefties. Seems like we're seeing 1 or 2 every weekend in the ACC, and of course they ran out a really good lefty tonight, so we need to have Ethan to keep going.
Dan, you mentioned depth at the plate, but on the mound as well. Adams settled things down, but maybe a huge, even bigger from Hoeing to come in and give you those 2 perfect innings.
Yeah, midweek baseball, you'd like to get a guy that gives you 6 or 7 innings, but that's usually not the case. You get 1 game during the week. You want to use the bullpen. We love our bullpen. Elliott got us out of a huge jam there. Hoeing looks like he did last year. He's so comfortable and should give us 2 or 3 innings. And then Michael Kieran just continues to get better. So we pitched well, and we played really good defense. And you get a couple 2-out hits, and you got a chance to win.
When you have depth like you do, what kind of flexibility does that give you as a coach?
Well, it adds some stress sometimes because, trying to figure out the lineup and all that stuff. I really rack my brain, but just try to keep these guys going. They work hard. What I love about them is they pull for each other. I take Stringer out and let Britton hit. Stringer's probably the loudest guy cheering for Britton. And we talk about that all the time, man. Let's do this for each other. These guys have fought hard the first half of the season. They all want to play. They're competing, and they're all in the mix. I give them a lot of credit because they can make excuses, and if I was in the lineup every day, I'd be a better player. But no, they know how challenging this is. They got a lot of respect for their teammates, and it's fun seeing them, pull for each other and have success.
And 6 wins in a row now. Has there been one key to all this?
Well, I don't ever know if it's one key. I always think starting pitching is a must, and I think really good defense. For me, I've been most impressed, not surprised, but impressed with our defense. We can really defend. We turn double plays. We make some great plays. We missed an opportunity to make a great play tonight. And probably Trey Leonard is the most disappointed person on our team right now because he knows he could have made that catch, and that's what he wants to, and he's expected to make that catch, which I like that. That's when you're a good club, when you really take pride in defense. We talk about it all the time, don't live in that batter's box world. It's easy to live in the batter's box, but if you're going to be a really good or a great team, you got to defend, and I like the way we're playing on defense.
Coach, you all are riding a 6-game winning streak heading into a big road series at Clemson. How good is that you got to win against Kentucky with that in mind?
Well, it's your rival, so whether we were home this weekend or going on the road, I mean, you always want to play well against them and play well in front of all these fans we had on a beautiful night. But, yeah, it's going to be tough these next couple weeks. We got Clemson and NC State, 2 of the top teams in the country, and to go on the road, you got to pitch and you got to defend. You can't give extra outs, and we'll compete. It'll be a fun weekend.
You mentioned Sunday that Bobby Miller is a key moving forward. Struggling in the bullpen coming to the mound. How big is Hoeing? Because it's kind of the flip struggling as a starter, but looking so sharp out of the bullpen.
We knew that going in. We knew Bobby was a really good starter as a freshman. Hoeing was really good out of the bullpen. But we just said, you know what, we want to give Brian a chance to start. And Pro Ball wants to see him start. Everybody wants to be a starter. And he still might start at the next level. But he has a lot of success for us coming out of the bullpen. And he's a great teammate. He'll do whatever you ask of him. And the guys are cheering for him as much as anybody. I mean, they want Brian Hoeing. He went through a tough arm injury in high school, and he had to miss his freshman year. He went through the struggles when you come back from Tommy John, and he's just gotten better each year. So I just, like we always say as coaches, man, it's our job to put these kids in positions to succeed. So it's good seeing him run out there and have success.